welcome you all to today's podcast, your Friday podcast where we talk about finance, money related issues, where we talk about investment and a lot of money related matter. My name is Olutayo Alex, and I have with me in the studio Sam Kuye. Sam Kuye, please can you introduce yourself?
Thank you so very much, Mr. Alex. Thanks for bringing me today. It's really an honor and a privilege I do not take for granted to be on this podcast today. So, like you mentioned, my name is Sam Kuye. I'm a creative designer and a video editor, and I've worked some couple of years in the financial space and in the fintech world as a whole. So I would really love to contribute to this matter and this issue that we have on ground of why um, we are the way we are currently in this generation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Kuye. It's an honor to have you on the show. Actually, I know you to be Kuye, and in the in the fintech world, we call you Kuye because we know you are financially oriented. You know what is going on in the world of finance, and that's more important that we have you on this show. So, and we are very happy to have you on the show.
Thank
Also,
you, sir.
let's start with this. So, in 2025, as you all know, that a lot of things have changed, salaries have increased, technology has advanced, so
Yes.
many things is happening, and many people are still broke in 2025. Why do you think it's like that?
Okay. Well, this question is not it's not a question that is new, and it's not something that we are just asking for the first time. Over the generations since the advent of when technology began to spiral, it has been a question in the heart of people why we are not maximizing what we have currently. So as at this 2025 that we even have AI, the AI is powering a lot of things. It's a question that we need to bring up to the table again and really discuss. And I have 3 points today on why people are broke in this new age. And firstly, is because we are lazy.
Mm, mm,
Secondly, is because ignorance. We are ignorant. Some of us are ignorant of how to really escape this circle and this quagmire. The third would be that we are arrogant.
mm.
So these three things would be what we'll talk elaborately on as we go on in this in this
Yes, I
in
was
this
about to
podcast.
ask you to expatiate, but I like the fact that you said we are still going to talk about them. We are going to elaborate about them. I love that. So, audience, I have something to ask you. So, let's say that I give you, or someone gives you 100,000 naira and you are not expecting it. Let me ask you a question. You may actually win a recharge card or go free credit your account. Uh, so, let's say somebody just sent you 100,000 naira. Let me tell you, let me ask you, what are you going to do with it? Do you have a plan? Just drop your comment in the comment section. So the best comment, we have a recharge card, not just 100 naira, something big, and probably it's going to be in form of money as well. So drop your comment. So let's go. Queer. So you mentioned some very cogent points which I loved the other time. So let's start with arrogance. So you
Okay.
said some people are arrogant.
Mm. Yeah. So you need to be at a certain mindset or frame of mind for you to really escape this brokenness. Um, some people are just like they're at a level. It's not like as if so being broke is different from being poor, right?
Mm,
It's not like
mm,
as if you are starting from scratch. It's not like as if you don't have anything to do. But at the end of the month, or maybe after you receive your salary, or at the end of the day, you still find yourself that this money is still a big deal. It's still something that is not even enough and the reason why I said um, one of the
problem
reasons, yes, one
reasons,
of the
yes.
problems that is still making us broke in this time is that we are arrogant. People do not. Okay, I'll give you an example. We might have a 30-year-old or maybe 35 or somebody in the mid 30s that is currently in this kind of situation, and you see a guy of 20 making it. One of the things, or one of the human nature of how you would react to that kind of person would be, might be jealousy. Might be, he's just
Hmm.
20. How is he
How
doing
is he
it?
making it?
Yes, how is he
Oh.
doing it?
Hmm.
So that ego just sort of sets in that
Hmm.
instead of you to come down and say, this guy is getting it.
Hmm.
How is he doing it? Is it something that I can learn from? We have a lot of a lot of people making it, people telling how they are making it on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, all the social media platforms these days, and some sort of responses that some people take or we take at times to this kind of information that is coming. Because this is the age of information, like we
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yes.
this is the age of AI, this is the age of breaking out of a lot of things, is that we don't want to come down to a certain level again.
Hmm.
We've
Hmm.
attained a certain height. You are earning maybe around 200K a month, and you are still finding yourself in a particular cycle, and you have someone that is earning 500K up to a million, and you don't want to really name what that guy is doing. You don't want to come down to that. It might be somebody older, it might be somebody, but that ego, that arrogance, that no,
Hmm.
I cannot come down to this level. Like I don't want to. I don't have that passion to go and learn from someone again. I don't have that passion to improve on what is my current skill set. We know that multiple streams of income is the way to go now.
Hmm.
um like a statistics that I read about very recently was saying that the average American millionaire has about seven streams of income.
Of income, yes.
When a millionaire is having, so that means that's basically the way they get their wealth. It's not about them just sticking to a particular structure
Particular
and
truth.
saying, no, this is what must work for me, or this fashion thing that I'm doing is what I must use to, let me use that word, blow.
Hmm.
Is what I must use to
To
blow.
blow, yeah.
When you can actually learn something else by the side and just not box yourself to that circle of, okay, this is one thing. There's me now balancing this, that there's importance of focus. There's that one thing that can really bring in, or that you might be investing and laboring into, that you want to really grow. But side hustles, learn one or two things on the side
You're ready
from
to.
people.
Hmm.
Yes,
Hmm.
from people, not just
Hmm.
sticking to particular um that particular stream of income that is currently leaving you at that level of being broke. So that's just one of the things I see, that people don't want to we don't want to learn. If 55 years old don't want to learn, and he's in a situation he's not able to afford some things, but he's just seeing that age
Hmm.
or that status. Some of us might be even might be
Same here.
status. Yes,
Say me
me
can I?
me that me that they know me that they believe that I'm earning this kind of money. And now I'm now hearing that I'm coming to someone else to come and learn and to come and grow on this side. Is something that is really one of our issues that we need to deal with, double down and deal with in this.
All right, thank you, Sam. Whenever I'm trying to engage someone, I like someone to give me this kind of practical example because people out there want to know and they want to learn from you. I like what you said, and for me personally, again, that no matter your status in life, you should be able to walk up to some certain people and ask for knowledge if you are not sure of
Yes,
something. You
yeah.
understand? So, but I want to. Is there any situation whereby this has actually occurred to you before? Like you just feel like you don't want to you don't want to has it happened to you before?
Okay. So I think it was still even recently, because you know it's naturally human to be like this. It's naturally, especially we the male gender, we have that
That
man,
bossy
that
attitude.
bossy
Just want
attitude,
to you don't want to
that
come down.
ego. Yes,
Yeah.
it's just God helping us to suppress all these things and just putting them under suppression. And also even recently, I think I was trying to onboard myself on a freelance platform, and I'd done all like the necessary steps, necessary processes, and there's usually this profile progress that they write. So
Yes.
the profile progress was literally 100%
Okay.
on that platform. But someone just suggested to me that I also add like an intro video to that because they support that as well.
Mm.
And when the idea came, I was like, there's no there's no need to add
Doesn't make
intro
sense to
because
you.
why will I add intro video again? Okay, so along the line, I was sure like, okay, no problem, I'll do it. But when I when I wanted to shoot that video, I was just like, I'm a video editor.
Editor.
Yes, I've been shooting people, I've been doing this, I've been doing that, I've been editing videos. So naturally, Jerry, let me just shoot my thing and
Yes.
go. Like I don't need to watch how other
Anything.
people. Yes, I've been
Mm.
doing it on that on particular platform, and I was just caught in that web of, I already know how to do this thing
Mm.
and I already have the knowledge. But when I now eventually went back and say, let me check out a couple of videos on how
Videos.
people are even shooting this intro video, I found out that what I thought I knew, or what I
Mm.
thought I'm an expert as I'm an expert at, actually needs to be recalibrated to like a certain extent,
Mm.
and I need to tilt the video to a certain way for it to actually convert. So I saw the trend of how people were shooting, of how people were doing it actually, and for it to be fitting for that platform, and I had to just reconfigure my mindset and say, okay, let me learn
Mm.
from this. So I could have actually gone ahead and shoot my own style.
Mm.
It's natural.
Mm.
I
That's
could have
true.
shot
That's
my
true.
own
That's
style and
true.
just
Now,
shot my own thing.
just
Now
im-
I've been shooting people and
just
I
imagine that
post it.
you have been shooting for like let's say 10 years,
I've been
and
shooting and I've
somebody
been
just
shooting for a long
saying
time.
is that somebody just came and say, "Oh, someone is going to feel someone," and
so
that's the feeling. That's
so
the feeling I
that's
get.
that's so now bringing it to like a financial. Some people are caught in this kind of web that they already they know the in and out. They know how to, by reason of use, they are experts in
Mm.
this to a certain extent, but they are not getting the results of some people.
Mm.
They are not getting results of some levels, and we just need to calm down and just sit down and reflect that, I can learn from this. So I can dip my hand into this. I can also do this as a side hustle. I can learn more about this. Let me now bring this home as a wrap up from this point. The goal is to leave this phase, is that we leave this phase of being broke and we just excel financially and we get to that place of financial stability. So that's the goal. You just need to remove, or you just reconfigure your mind that anything that is legal for me to do to be able to reach this. That's the goal.
Mm.
So just remove all the ignorance, remove all the pride, all the you've attained this, you've attained that, and just see how you can achieve this goal. See
Mm.
how you can break free. So
Audience, you've learned one or two things from what Akuya just said about arrogance, and for me personally, I learned that there is more to whatever you think you know in life, right? Thank
exactly.
you, Kuya. So, but Kuya, in one word, what do you think arrogance is? What is arrogance?
Arrogance is thinking of yourself at a certain level, and you are just still on that mindset. You don't want to bring yourself down to learn from other people. You don't
Mm.
want to bring yourself down to learn another skill. You don't want to bring yourself down to learn how to do things better. You might even be doing it well, but there is a better way
Mm.
for you to do.
Mm.
So it's just sustaining that mindset, or that level of, okay, I'm up here, and you don't want to come down here to learn. You don't want to come down here to to just learn a couple of things and break free.
Mm. So you might be making 100,000 naira today, daily, and there are some people making 500, 1 million. So there is more to whatever you think you know in life. Thank you, Kuya. I really like. So we are going to move to the second point that you mentioned earlier, and you mentioned ignorance. So we're going to start with what is ignorance? What do you think ignorance is all about?
So ignorance is um not knowing a thing, like you are just ignorant about a fact, you are ignorant about it, you are not in the know. I'm using ignorance again. You are not in the know of a of a fact. You are not in the know of a principle. You are not in the know of a particular something.
Mm.
And life does not care whether you don't know.
Hmm.
There will
Hmm.
be consequences.
Listener, you heard that? Life does not care.
Life does not care.
Oh my God,
Life does not
that's
want to know
that's
whether you
that's
know.
deep.
Life does not know whether you don't know.
Hmm.
So let me bring this example of gravity. We all know that there's a principle, there's a law of gravity. That's the law or the principle of things or objects being attracted to um the center of the earth, or the earth just pulling things down. Sorry, I'm doing physics
Yes, yes,
in a but
yes.
just to drive home the point. So if a blind man walks off the cliff of a rock, or maybe a high-rise building, gravity will not say this man is a blind man.
Hmm.
Let me not pull him down. Gravity
Hmm.
will naturally, gravity will pull the man down. So is that man might be ignorant that there is, I'm at the edge of a cliff, or I'm about to fall.
Hmm.
I'm at the edge of a building, I'm about to fall. But gravity or life does not care
Hmm.
whether you're at the edge or you're not at the edge. It will still pull you down. So there are principles, there are laws that exist in life that we need to be able to maximize them. We need to be able to dip our hands into them. It's still about searching for knowledge, searching
Hmm.
for a way to break free. So knowledge is, like, whether we like it or not, knowledge is power.
Yes.
So it's just powering yourself to be able to get out of that phase of being broke. So that's what I would term as ignorance. I don't know whether I've even spoken a lot
Hmm.
more than what
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
you
So,
want
so, so
to.
I love what you're saying, and that's just powering yourself from the stage of being broke.
Yeah.
So please, I would like to ask a question now because I need to get it right. So can we say that it's wrong to hustle, or should in this dispensation the word hustling in code? Should we be using it?
Yes, yes. I think it's a mindset thing. The word hustling. The way we've used the word hustling, I don't believe someone that is not ignorant or someone that is in the know would use that word for what he or she is doing. So hustling, the way we use hustling is just that the guy is just hustling to meet ends meet. It's
Ends
just
meet.
hustling to do day by
Hmm.
day. It's
Hmm.
just hustling for daily 2K, like how we usually
Hmm.
say.
And the mindset should not be like
And
that.
the
Hmm.
mindset should not be like that. So it should be that you are working with a plan,
Hmm.
that you are
Hmm.
working with a plan.
Hmm.
I'm not hustling. I am working with a plan. I
That's the
have a
knowledge.
goal.
That's the
Yes.
knowledge. Hmm.
I have a goal. That's like the shift in mindset that we need to have. So when we talk about working with a plan, we talk about obeying principles of financial, or of the financial space,
Hmm.
of financial life. Obeying principles that will bring you to financial stability,
Hmm.
that obeying principles that will bring you to financial freedom. When you continue to use the word also,
Hmm.
it's just a circle.
Hmm.
You will still be in that financial instability.
Sorry to cut you short. Do you know there are some people, the way they use the word hustling,
Mm.
that when you use the word hustling, people around them feel that, oh, this person is very hardworking. Hey, that guy is hustling. He's hustling. And in the end, he does not have anything to show for it. You get the point?
It's just something else. So when we talk about now working with a plan, we talk about things like saving.
Hmm.
We talk about things like budgeting.
Hmm.
We talk
Hmm.
about things like investment. These are things that the
Working with a
hustler
plan
mentality
does not have.
does not have.
Hmm.
These are one of the issues that the hustler mentality does not have. Like when we take savings, for instance, savings is, I come into like a philosophy very, very recently. Saving is like paying yourself forward,
Hmm.
or paying yourself first.
Hmm.
So when that money comes in, you pay yourself first. You don't see savings as um as something that is not benefiting you.
Mm.
That's what we call delayed gratification.
Mm.
So you know that you are paying your future self. You are paying yourself in the
Mm.
future, and you are paying yourself first.
Trying to settle your future.
Try to
Mm.
settle your future. That's one of the things a hustler mentality will never have. And we have this notion of a hustler mentality will also be like, now my savings they save me. Oh.
Mm.
You know that thing that we come across.
Yes, I've
That
heard
now my
that a lot.
savings they save me. Oh. And really, 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 if you are working with a plan, if you are someone that is not ignorant about working with a plan, there are ways in which you can you can you can still double down into saving,
Mm.
such that we understand the economy, we understand how things are currently, we understand everything that is going on. Honestly, is hard everywhere, is hard out there, and we're not disputing the fact that the salary that most people are earning is not even enough. Is not is not doing enough. But when you begin to come into the mindset of working with a plan, you know that I need to bust out of
Mm.
this circle. And it starts with saving. It starts with paying yourself first. It starts with paying yourself forward. And you can begin to cut down. There will always be there are four major. I'm wrapping up this point. There are four major, when salary comes in, or when money comes in. There are four major things we should always plan: rent, transport, feeding, and the next thing is saving. So from rent, transport, feeding, there are ways in which that little that you are earning, that you can cut it down and save no matter what.
Mm.
there is there are ways that you can diversify. You might be using a particular product that is expensive. No matter the amount of money that is coming in, there are things that you can cut down. There are concessions that you can make
Mm.
to cut down what you are spending so that you can save,
Mm.
and just build that culture and that mentality that saving is something that you need to learn. Saving is something that you need to practice. Saving is something that if you don't save when you are earning little,
Mm.
you
See
will
what you
not
have?
see a reason to
Yes, nah,
say where you are
yes,
anymore. So
yes,
it
yes.
starts from small. The next thing is budgeting. So many people, that one is even zero. I understand is zero in this part of the world. Budgeting, that money comes in and you are planning how you want to spend that money, is not something that is natural to us in this part of the world. It's something that we don't usually do. So you need to learn how to track every naira that comes in. Sit down. How much is going into this? How much is going into this? How much is going into this? These are the things. These are the ways to break
Mm.
free. Oh.
Mm.
These are the
Mm.
simple little ways that when that money comes in, okay, this amount I want to spend on feeding. How can I cut this money that I
Mm.
want to spend on feeding? Maybe there might be some um how do they call this thing? Some impulse buying,
Yes.
suya,
Yes.
ice cream.
Ice cream.
And when you are tracking every saving, you know there's a way little expenses compound. When you understand compound interest, you understand that these little
Mm.
expenses, they are something that compounds into much
Much.
afterwards, and there
Mm.
are things that you could have actually saved, and you thank yourself for in the future. Investing, so many people are eating their seeds.
Mm.
So many people, the seeds that they are supposed to plant, they are eating it. They are not, they are neglecting it and just throwing it away, and just having that hustling mentality that we do this thing, we have to do it to survive. We have to do it to survive. So many principles, so many things on financial intelligence that you need to really delve into for you to break free from that ignorance, for you to break free from that hustling mentality, and for you to be someone that is working with a plan, to be someone that is working with a goal to escape this brokenness phase or stage in life.
Mm. To butcher your points, I attended a program, I think about some weeks ago, something about, okay, the speaker was trying to say that he hangs 300,000 naira in a month, and that in their house they love to eat vegetables. So now, and every day they buy vegetable. So he said in a month he calculated on how much he spent on vegetable, buying vegetables. He said 100,000 naira. You know what? I was just laughing. I was listening to that, and he just said that he has to just re-strategize and
As
start
in,
planning vegetable behind his at the
can
backyard
you?
to
That's
just
what we are talking about. That means he's going to save
the
hundred
hundred
thousand
thousand
in
naira
a
in a
month.
month. Yeah,
So these are the
that's
little concessions that we
mm,
can make. You might be using a particular toothpaste that you have been using from when they born you,
mm,
and that's the toothpaste that you love. Is not about not loving quality or not loving things that are good, but there are also some people now. I mean, some brands now, all they have is name.
mm,
There are products that are more or less the same thing,
mhm.
like what that brand is
Yes.
producing, and they are
Mm,
cheaper.
mm,
So you can just do your research, try things out. Ah, can I go for a cheaper alternative to begin to know how to cut expenses and save?
mm,
Can I go for a brand that is not, they don't have name in the market and they are doing more or less the same thing? Because big brands would, all the money they are spending on being big is is you they are
mm.
collecting it from.
Yes, exactly.
Is you that collecting it from. So these are just some of the things that we really need to break free from. And maybe I should just talk about my last point, because being lazy. We know that one is natural. If you are not working, if you are not doing something, you would be broke. There's no how. There's no.
Mm.
It's not something that you will need to begin to talk much
Flog,
about.
flog,
Yes, we need
flog.
to.
Mm.
There was a lady I was watching on the internet, and they were asking her that um they were asking her occupation. And what does she do? She says she's the daughter of a rich man.
Mm.
That's her own occupation. So if you are not nepo baby,
Mm.
you will be
Mm.
broke. You will be broke. So if you are not nepo baby, you have to be wise.
Mm.
You have to really, really be wise. But I'm not saying that nepo babies too should not be
Mm.
wise, and but you have to be more strategic on how you can make your life and your generation better.
Queer has actually taken us to another level today, and I told you from the start of the show that we brought somebody that is very knowledgeable, wise, and with a wide experience as well. Thank you for listening to us, and we've had a lot of things today. He has solved a lot of problems, and we have seen why many people are still broke into 2025.
Mm.
And the question is that, do you want to continue as a broke person? No, you should not, because being broke means that you are ignorant, you are lazy, or you are arrogant. You just don't want to do anything that will actually bring you out of that financial prison.
Mm.
So let me say. So Kuye, thank you so much. We are
Thank you
very glad
so
to have
much.
you on
Thank
today's
you.
program,
Thank you
and
for having me.
and I
Really,
still want
really.
to ask you, and I want you to drop your comment in the section. Drop your comment in the comment section. And the question is that, let's say I give you 100,000 naira, or someone gives you 100,000 naira. What do you want to do with it? Do you have a plan for it? What do you want to do with the 100,000 naira? If somebody gives you, drop your comment, and the best comment is going to go with a recharge card, or a token of money from Go Free. Thank you for listening to us on today's podcast, and we see again next week, Friday. Thank you. Once again, my name is Olutayo Alex. Bye for now.